And what was last night like?
Horrible. The only night I never ever wanted to go to Wigan Casino. I never thought it would ever happen. The council who owned the venue had said that they wanted to extend the Civic Centre, which was built in the 70s, and they sort of like told us just like a few months before, and they said, well, it's going on. And then they told us it's going to be September the 15th, 81. And we said, look, you know, come on, blooming heck, can we not do something about this? It's ridiculous sort of thing. So just as we came to, we'd advertised September the 15th, they said, oh, well, we're not quite ready yet. We'll give you to December the 6th. Do you want that? Well, obviously, we weren't going to say no, because we could get fit in for gigs a week in the last couple of months that we had. So we continued to December the 6th, and then unfortunately December the 6th arrived. And we were working till 9 o'clock. I always used to do the first hour and a half at the casino and the last hour. And it was just one of those things, you just couldn't leave. You saw so many people and everything, and everybody was choked and hugging people and saying, hopefully I'll see you sometime soon and everything, because it was like the meeting place and everything like that, you know, and you just got so used to it, flipping out, 8 years, and, we'd done over 500 all-nighters, we'd done over 2,000 events there. It was just absolutely, and the only way I could get around it was by thinking, okay, then I suppose it's been like being a football player or something, it's got to finish sometime. So I'll just look at it that it's one of those things. The local Mecca Tiffany's said, oh, why don't you continue it with us, And I said, well, not really, because I don't want to run something that's a pale imitation of Wigan Casino, So we got to the very last night, and then at the end, we were on till 9 o'clock. I played the 3 before 8, and everybody would just sort of clapping out, no. So I played the 3 before 8 again. No, I played the 3 before, flipping tears streaming down my face then. And I thought, I've got to be here for about 10 years, it's ridiculous. So I looked, and one of my other favourite discoveries, Do I Love You, was at the front of my box. So I thought, right, I'll just put that on. So I just put that on, it's like, hey, and like the spell was sort of like broken. And I just said, right, this probably sums the whole scene and everything up for me anyway. And thanks so much indeed, it's been wonderful, and hope to see you sometime again in the future. And played that, just take my small box and put that in. Took my records off stage. I couldn't walk round. I'd seen so many people during the whole of the night anyway, and drove to a place called Rivington, just outside Wigan, which is a beauty spot there, and cried my eyes out for about an hour. And then thought, well, I don't want to be looking at trying to replace that, or people say, oh, it's not the same, because there's nowhere like Wigan Casino. So I went back into mainly soul DJing for quite a while. And funnily enough, another journalist came along when it was like 25 years at Wigan Casino, and said, well, you've not thought about doing a book? So I did a book with David Noel. And we said, oh, well, if we're doing this, and funnily enough, we went to Wigan Tiffany's, Mecca, and said, can we put a night on? So I got P.P. Arnold on. Did my book, did a CD, the Wigan Casino story, and the CD got into the charts, the book sold loads, and everybody said, well, it's 25 years on, my kids are grown up, let's start again now. So it seemed to give it a little bit more of a kick. So I started then looking at doing different things, and DJing everywhere, and then you get something like a phone call saying, do you still travel around much? Do you get about? Yeah, that's right. Well, can you come and do our club? Yeah, well, okay, we're in Dubai. What, Dubai? Yeah. So get across doing places like Rome and Cyprus and Dubai and all around the country, and it's just absolutely superb. And then, about 8 years ago, I was chatting to my mate who used to be the manager at Wigan Tiffany's, and Richard Bates, his name. And he said, "You'll never guess what I'm doing now." I said, "What?" I said, I'm the guy in charge at Butlins, managing director." I said, "You're not." He said, "You ever thought I'd like doing something with us?" I said, "What a good idea. Can I come across and have a look at some of your places?" And I'd worked actually with people like Madness and Paul Weller and everything, but Madness, they were on at one of the venues at Minehead, and I looked at the accommodation, it was great. And we had a good chat and everything, and I went across to Skegness, and I was knocked out with the fact there was 5 great venues, the accommodation was wonderful and everything. And he get behind us, really having a good go around the anniversary time in September. And so we started there, and then, you know, be like 7 years now, and we've never looked back. The acts and the artists, we've had a great, the response we've had is tremendous to about 8,500 people. And the wonderful thing is, everybody says you can drive in, take the key out your car and just enjoy and sit back and do whatever you want to do, and it's great. But yeah, keeping in touch with the bands, the acts and everything, and then especially this year I found Gloria Jones, who's been looking after, she was the wife of Mr. Mark Bolan of T-Rex, and she runs a charity for him in Africa now. So I found Gloria, and Gloria obviously had done things like Tainted Love and Come Go With Me and Heartbeat, and then other things like she'd written things like I Ain't Going Nowhere and stuff, and so she's going to do a good spread of things, and even Gone With The Wind is another track of theirs. But the wonderful thing is we've got Gloria, we've got Chris Clark, we've got Brenda Holloway, and they were all at Motown at the same time. So they've got lots of things. I'm going to do a question and answer about Motown as well. So we got them. Eddie Holman is back with us. He's absolutely wonderful live, and one of my best mates in the world. Tommy Hunt's with us, of course. Angelo Starr, Bobby Brooks Wilson back with us, Jackie Wilson's son. Paul Stewart Davis, Johnny Boy, Richie Sampson, and obviously Angelo Starr and Lorraine Silver.
It's real quality.
Well, it's like, you know, that some you've probably seen before, some you haven't seen. That's how we try and do it. But like I say, unfortunately, as we all get older, it gets a little bit harder to find the acts now, because like us, they're not all still with us. But it's wonderful, and all I would say is, like, don't think twice. Come across and have a look and see these acts, because there's a chance you won't be able to see them again. And the wonderful thing is, you know, like you watch something like Eddie Holman or Chris Clark, the way they're singing is absolutely stunning. And the personalities, like Brenda Holloway, she's an ordained vicar now, and she did 2 years ago, we actually got married at Skegness at Butlins, which seemed to be the right thing to do. And she gave us the blessing, which was absolutely fantastic. And to have Toby Legend there as well was great. But yeah,
Did Dean sing at your wedding?
Dean did. Tommy Hunt sang as well. It was just absolutely superb.
Why do you think Butlins is so special? Well, Skegness is so special, the atmosphere? And
I think I was knocked out because I've been to Minehead, which is pretty good, and I've worked there, especially with Madness and people. And the same at Bognor Regis, that is very good. But they've got the 5 different venues at Butlins, so whichever you're looking for, whether it's oldies, a mixture, live acts, something during the day or whatever, there is something for you at Butlins. I feel sorry for you if you can't find something there, music wise or act wise or something. But we've just tried to look at getting the right balance of acts and things, and you know, quality acts that we can afford. We spend quite a lot of money on it, and because we've got the capacity there, you know, they can get the acts and everything. And because of my history with them, I've known them for so long. We pay them well, bring them across and look after them, so they're very happy. Again, with us getting a bit older, it's like them, some don't want to go be on a plane for 7 hours.